had pulled out and the car connected to my phone and cut the video. So I was trying to get it pulling in and everything. So obviously you guys have probably seen by now, I wrapped the black half like a couple months ago now probably. And the plan is to take the design and finish it on the white, or on the black side, but in white. So I might throw a couple little clips of me wrapping the black, but our main goal today is to, or the main goal of the whole thing was to get the Macadelic design finished on the black side. So I had a carbon fiber wrapped roof before, so I didn't ever finish the top of the white there. So I'm gonna start off by doing that, and then we're gonna probably time lapse most of, or I'm gonna try and time lapse most of me doing this side in the design, and it should be pretty sick. So I am gonna try to just do a lot of decal application and not a lot of talking, but I just wanted to give you guys a little rundown real quick. So I hope you're stoked. I am. It's gonna look insane. So here we go. This one's for Dad if you're watching, because I know you like it. Gotta get it sitting good for the video. Get it good before. This is my current seat because I don't have anything in here yet, but here's my workstation here. So as I said, we're gonna start with the black, fill out the black on the roof. Hell yeah, brother. Shout out Cletus McFarland, my cousin. You know, Mountain Dews all day. But anyway, so I've got my design here on the software, and basically what I'm doing is taking little bits out of the design, and I have a rectangle on the inside, so it just cuts it out, and I can pick whatever shape I want, and I'll put it on the roof. So I'll show you guys how I do that here in just a sec. First cut's on the way. You can see how it highlights what it's cutting out, and I do the rectangle that way it cuts it off from the rest of the design, because I'll use different bits and pieces of it. So I want to make sure it's an actual cut line instead of the vinyl just being open and it like rips or something, if that makes sense. So I don't know how accurate these times are, but we're gonna wait and see. It seems to be cutting on a quicker pace than that, so. I never actually realized it when I did it at first, but I have the same woman right by each other. So I'm gonna actually take one of these off, and the beauty of this design is I can just like mix match and put things wherever I want. So I'm gonna replace this so they're not the same, so close together. I'll say it a bunch of times in this video, but the beauty of this design is so good, because out of that one sheet that I had over there, I literally got all this done, and you guys can see I'm just piecing it together. I can literally lay it out however I want. I got all that. I replaced a few down here with it. I got the top of the wing covered, and I was able to redo that piece. So just out of that one 36-inch sheet, I was able to get all that coverage. So it's freaking awesome. Little update for you. That one sheet that I just cut got me all the roof and the spoiler, and I even did the bottom of the spoiler for any time that somebody might be looking under there and for my own satisfaction. So the white side is all the way complete. And that was a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be, but at the same time, I used all of like the negative shapes, like the stuff that I would be picking out of the design, like all of the in-between. This like the thin is normally the design, but I actually went and used all the insides of where the vinyl is cut to make the, make the whole car kind of flow, I guess. And like I said, that's the beauty of this this design, is I can do whatever I want and piece it together and it still looks good. So very, very minimalistic use of vinyl, and I got coverage on the whole part that I needed to do. So now that is a little bit longer process, but now I'll literally just be following the design for the most part, because as you guys can see, the Macadelic is all a set design, so everything's connected to this point. So I'll cut all this together, and then it'll be the same process from the quarters back. I'll just piece everything. And same with the hood. So the hood will have a set design for the whole thing. So I'll literally have like probably 2 cuts to make, and those will all be fixed pieces. So I'll just have to lay those real quick, and it should be pretty quick. Got my design mapped out for the white now finally. So we're gonna match that right up to here. And what I did was I just got 2 points and measured on this letter to make sure that my design on the computer was the right size. And then I'll just do a sheet here and a sheet here, and we should be good. Hopefully that is good enough for just 2 cuts. Here's the progress for you guys. I got the main Macadelic at the bottom, as you can see. I started throwing some scrap pieces up on top there just to kind of fill it out. got the bumper and everything done. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna have to call it for tonight though and resume tomorrow because we're having some friends over to break in the new apartment, I guess you could say. So I gotta get all my mess cleaned up. It doesn't take long with doing this stuff to acquire a lot. So I've got to get all this stuff cleaned up, but there we go for now. So we will get back to it tomorrow. So here's a little update, guys. Sorry I kind of slacked a little bit. I was on a few-day break because I ran out of transfer tape for the vinyl. So I borrowed some from work, and I'm just trying to get this thing to where I can drive it. Like, I didn't want to drive it without the design done with what you guys saw last, but I just went ahead and knocked out the rest of what I could for tonight. I'm cutting more because obviously I still have some gaps to fill, but everything's coming together really well. Once we're not in the garage, I'll give you guys a better walk around of it, but I just wanted to update a little bit. I know I got a little sloppy at the end as far as like filming what I was doing. I just wanted to show you guys the main parts. Obviously the main would be the Macadelic and the Macadelic. All this stuff that I didn't film much is all like pieced together, and I just really wanted to get it done. It took a little longer than I anticipated, plus I was waiting on material, Amazon. I'm sure you guys know how that goes. But anyway, I really hope you guys like it a lot. I like that little walk around that you guys just saw. It was cool with the LED lights in the park, looking real good. And I sneak peeked a little bit of what's gonna be in the next video. I think it'll be, if you notice something else that's different. It's probably not that hard to notice, but if not, you'll see the video soon. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoy. I've gotten a ton of attention on social media. Freaking TikTok went crazy, which was neat. I did one of the cool transition things if you haven't seen it. I don't want to put it in here because it always gives like a copyright notice, even though my videos don't get anything anyway. I just want to leave it separate. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think, and I'm gonna be doing a couple more little things. I've got a new banner I just designed that's gonna be really cool. If you guys remember the like OG Plasmid Graphics banners that I used to do, I made a new style of one that's gonna go on the top here. And yeah, it's gonna look clean. So I think I've got about the most decals you can have on a car. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. A lot of people probably argue that it's a bad thing, but it's my car, you know? I always like don't really care, but it's just funny when some people are like, oh my God, like why would you do that? It's like, that's why you can have a car and do what you want, and that's why I can have a car and do what I want. So, you know, it's whatever. Enough talking. You know, as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Any like or subscribe is always very greatly appreciated. So see you soon.